Hello everyone, welcome back to the Football Shirt Show, the channel that keeps you up to date with the latest and greatest football shirts, and I'm here today to bring a brand new episode in the series on this channel, Around the Ground. Today I'm here outside of the Emirates Stadium, home to Arsenal Football Club, as we will be taking on Tottenham Hotspurs in the North London derby, arguably one of Arsenal's biggest games of the season, in about an hour or two's time or so. Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm slightly worried, but I still have to take you around the ground and tell you a bit about the club's history, so let's go. The club was formed in 1886 by 16 workers here at the Royal Arsenal in Woolwich. In front of this grand building are a couple of statues of cannons, one of the things most linked to Arsenal, as you can see by the one here on my chest. The Gunners were originally named Dial Square FC after a workshop inside of the factory. However, a month or so later, the club changed names to Royal Arsenal. In 1891, they became the first London-based club to turn professional, and 2 years later, another name change occurred, the team now called Woolwich Arsenal. Once that was all registered, the Gunners joined the Football League as the first team from the south of England to do so. They played their home games at 3 different locations over the course of 27 years, but mainly here at Manor Ground, which used to be standing somewhere behind me. And despite being knocked down all the way back in 1913, you can still sort of feel the amount of support that Arsenal would have had inside of this 33,000 capacity stadium. The club actually nearly went bankrupt in 1910 and was taken over by two businessmen, Henry Norris and William Hall, who after the club were relegated for the first and only time in Arsenal's history in 1913, had decided enough was enough. The club needed change, and change is what happened. First of all, Woolwich was dropped from the front of the team's name, and next came a move to North London, Arsenal setting up a permanent home here at Emirates Stadium. Thousands and thousands of people could fit into the ground. The pitch was always known to be immaculate, and a clock looking over the south stand became so famous that that area of the ground was eventually referred to as the clock end. The 4 stands surrounding the pitch changed from time to time, most noticeably in 1954 after being bombed during World War II. Of course, the stadium was destroyed in 2006, and in place flats were built, but luckily the east stand behind me is listed, so as you can see nothing could be done to it, and where the pitch used to be there are now gardens. So there still is a sort of form of the Arsenal stadium here, and I'm sure if you go inside and you're old enough, you could sort of remember where you used to sit and watch so much good football. Herbert Chapman joined the club as manager in 1925 and revolutionised English football forever. Floodlights were introduced into grounds and numbers were put on the back of players' shirts. One of his greatest achievements as manager, however, was getting a whole tube station named after the club in 1932. Behind me is Arsenal Station, a few minutes away from the ground, and the only station in the country named after a football team. Suddenly, however, Chapman died of pneumonia in the middle of the 1933-34 season. The Second World War broke out and Arsenal were in for a ride. Multiple managers were appointed, silverware was won, and the team was constantly changing. Fast forward to 1996, Arsenal appointed Arsene Wenger as manager, a man who also changed English football and most importantly, Arsenal. He overstayed in many fans' opinions. 22 years at the club made him Arsenal's longest ever reigning manager. During that time, the club went a whole season unbeaten, won a record number of FA Cups, became the first London-based team to reach the Champions League final, bought and raised multiple worldwide stars including Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp, and much more. In 2006, in order to compete with other big clubs, like I said, Highbury was demolished and Arsenal built the Emirates Stadium. The design of the stadium looks back at past heroes and forward to new ones. It has a capacity of over 60,000 and sells food and drink inside. The walls of the stadium are plastered with quotes and pictures of Arsenal legends, and statues of Tony Adams, Dennis Bergkamp, Herbert Chapman and Thierry Henry are situated around the ground. Along with them are different fan-made stalls selling more merchandise and food. I also really love the seats, as in one of the stands is a pattern creating a cannon. Arsenal have two stores located at the Emirates. The first one is the Armoury, which is at the front of the stadium, and the second one is the Highbury shop around the back. Arsenal also have their own museum and are one of the only clubs in the world to have one. So what now for Arsenal? Well, manager, former player Mikel Arteta won an FA Cup in his first season in charge, but so far this season we've only won 2 games out of 5. However, although the saying is cliche, form in my opinion does go out the window for the North London derby, as this is one of the biggest rivalries in English football. So fingers crossed today Arsenal can get the win. Hopefully that has given you more of an insight into the history of Arsenal. But now there's not long until kick-off. Let's start to get inside, find our seats and add to the already amazing atmosphere. Now I know Arsenal do their own official matchday programme, but today, because it was such a big game, I decided to buy a couple off of this man selling a fan-made programme called The Gooner. And it was definitely worth it. They're a really interesting read.
The Tottenham Hotspur goal scorer 7, Heung-min Son.
Well, I'm finally back home now, and although I'm very tired, I'm also very, very happy with today's result. Full-time 3-1 to Arsenal. Arsenal yet again winning over their North London rivals, Tottenham. It was a brilliant game, brilliant 3 goals from Arsenal. I believe the goal scorers were Saka, Aubameyang and Smith Rowe, and Son got that late consolation goal for Tottenham. But of course, it didn't mean or didn't do enough for Spurs, as like I said, Arsenal were victorious. It was a brilliant day out, probably one of, if not the best football match I've ever been to in my life. And that about wraps up today's video. So thank you everyone so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.